Good morning, everybody on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and NFL fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts about Week 1 and my picks for Week 2 of the 2019 NFL season. Check them out. Well, first things off, I went 8-8 against the spread and 9-6-1 because of the tie for the Lions and the Cardinals game. So. And overall, I went 6-10 over and under, which is not really that good. But overall, my against the spread weren't that bad, surprisingly. But what can you do? But I have a lot of things to say about Antonio Brown coming to the Patriots. Originally, I thought, nah. I didn't want Antonio Brown. I mean, he's too much of a bit above me, self-cap. But then he came to my Patriots like, yeah, he's ours now. Woohoo! Yeah, baby, we're going to number 7. Well, if he cleans up his act, it's fine. So that's all I care about. But honestly, I don't think Antonio Brown wanted to be a Raider in the first place when he got traded to Oakland. So I think that was the possibility of what would have happened. But anyways, yeah, that's how I feel about that. So anyways, what happened last week, too, in Week 1? Oh, I'm sorry, I flipped the page over. That the Bears and Packers had another boring game like Super Bowl 53. The Browns and Titans, the Titans shocked the Browns, which everyone overhyped the Browns, so what can you do on that one? And not only that, though, the Cowboys beat up the Giants, and looks like Dak Prescott's looking for a new contract, as Ezekiel Elliott did. And, of course, like I mentioned, the tie with the Lions and the Cardinals, and my Patriots beating out the Steelers without Antonio Brown. So, and the Chiefs beat out the Jags, and Nick Foles got hurt. Then now they got a 6th-round draft pick who's going to be their quarterback, which I forget his name. Gardner Minshew, whatever his name is, the rookie quarterback who's a 6th-rounder. So, yeah. And, yeah, I want to send my condolences to Garyon Conley, who suffered a very serious neck injury from that Monday Night Football game against the Denver Broncos. So, yeah, I thought my condolences out to him. The Raiders won the game, but Garyon Clowney, hey, I want to wish him nothing but the best. I hope he's doing okay. So I want to wish him condolences on that. He would be taken out of a stretcher on that. So hope he's doing okay and things like that. Anyways, in the other Monday Night Football game, the Saints and the Texans. The Saints came back and beat the Texans, where the Texans were getting blown out in that game, and they won. And the Saints won. Typical Drew Brees. That's all I can say. Alright, let's kick things off in Week 2 of the 2019 NFL season. Alright, though, first off, I'm going to take a look at the Thursday night game, the Panthers and the Bucks. So it's another boring game, probably, but hey, you never know. Now, Jameis Winston in there, who's trying to be not the bad Jameis Winston, which he's probably going to still be. But anyways, Panthers, well, in the meantime, they have Cam Newton in there and Ron Rivera. And, of course, you got Bruce Arians as the Bucs head coach. And anyways, I think going into that game, I think the Panthers are going to have something to prove right now. They're trying to get back into the playoff form with Cam Newton, so I think that's what's going to do. So I like the Panthers over the Bucs. On the line, though, the Panthers are favored by 6.5 points in that game. I'm going to take the Panthers minus 6.5. And for the over and under, that points 49, and I got gotta get over 49 on that one. Anyways, the next game, the Ravens and Cardinals. The Ravens had a beatdown against the Miami Dolphins as of right now, and the Cardinals came up with that impressive Kyler Murray comeback with the tie. So yeah, this could be an interesting good, as I call it, the Bird Bowl. But anyways, I think for that game, I think the Raven. I think that more to prove is Lamar Jackson. Kyler Murray, in the meantime, is trying to figure himself out right now. They have a rookie coach and a rookie quarterback going on in the Cardinals right now. So let's see how that one mans out. So anyways, I'm going to take the Ravens over the Cardinals. But on the line, though, the Ravens are favored by 13.5-point games in that one. Eesh, way too many points on that. I can't do that one. So that's like a college pick on that one. So I'm going to take the Cardinals plus 13.5. The over and under, the point is 46. I'm going to take the over 46. All right, the Cowboys and the Redskins. The Cowboys got a great win against the New York Giants, but that's the New York Giants. But what can you do? So anyways, I think for that one, the Dak Prescott, like I mentioned, trying to get a new contract and things like that coming up. So see how that one turns out. So anyway, I think the trend's going to continue for the Cowboys. They're going to beat out the Redskins, who the Redskins just almost beat the Eagles by 5. But, they lost by 5 in that one. But still the Redskins. Still Daniel Snyder. I have nothing to say about that. Anyways, I think the Cowboys are going to beat the Redskins in Washington. So I'm going to say that. So I'm going to take the Cowboys over the Redskins. On the line, though, the Redskins are favored by 5.5 points in this game. I'm going to take the Cowboys 5.5 on that one. Yeah, the Cowboys are favored by 5.5, not the Redskins. But the Cowboys are favored by 5.5. And the over and under it's 46.5. I'm going to take the over 46. The over 46.5. Titans and Colts. Well, on paper, the Titans look like the better team. In reality, we don't know. But Jacoby Brissett, doing his thing. And, no Andrew Luck. I don't know how that's going to lend. But at least the Colts made it look interesting without Andrew Luck. So that's kind of my perspective on that. So I'm going to take but I think Tennessee's the much better team. I'm going to take the Titans in Tennessee over the Indianapolis Colts. On the line, though, the Titans are favored by 3 in that game. I'm going to take the Titans -3. The over and under, it's 44. I'm going to take the over 44. All right, the Steelers and Seahawks. With the Steelers are favored by 3.5 in that one, which I'll get to that in a minute. So, but it's in Seattle. In Pittsburgh. I'm going to take Pittsburgh in that because I don't trust Seattle on the road. So I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Seattle Seahawks. On the line, though, the Steelers are favored by 3.5 points in that game. Yeah, I get it. It's at home against Seattle, in Pittsburgh, but after the beatdown they would have put, I would expect to be a pick 'em in that game, but it's not the case. But the Steelers are favored by 3.5 in that one, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the Steelers -3.5. On the line, though, that's the spread. That's the Steelers are favorite. I think I'd take the 3.5 on that one. In the over and under, it's 46.5. I'm going to take the over. Take the under, not 46.5. And the Bills are staying in New York City, as they face the New York Giants, as the Dolphins and the Patriots are going to do the same thing later in the year. So I think for the Bills' case, they just can't come from behind win. It was a sloppy game for Josh Allen, who had 4 picks in that game, and of course I think things like that, and they were getting shut down pretty badly. They were up by 16-0. For some strange reason, Josh Allen just came back and helped the Bills win the game. And it was a big meltdown to the Jets. Looked like the Jets are going to be just as bad as the Dolphins. But on the line, though, that but anyways, I'm going to take, for that game, I think they're going to take that. I think the Bills are going to win 2 straight in New York. So I'm going to take the Bills over the Giants in this one. On the line, though, the Bills are favored by 2.5 on that one, which is pretty decent. And the Bills have a decent defense. So I'm going to say that. So I'm going to take the Bills -2.5. Over and under, it's 43.5. I'm going to take the under. And I'm going to take the over 43.5. Bengals and the 49ers. The Bengals and the Niners, both of them. The 49ers came out with a win, I believe, or something like that. But the Bengals just lost to Seattle by 1. But anyways, I'm going to take, I think for that one's in Cincinnati, I'm going to take the home team on that one. I like the Bengals over the 49ers. On the line, though, that game's a pick'em game. I'm going to take the Bengals in a pick'em. And the over and under, I'm going to take the under 44.5. Chargers and the Lions. Chargers look pretty good. Detroit almost choked, but they end up tying. So I'm going to take the Chargers case on that one. I think I like how the Chargers have been doing lately. I think they're an underrated team. But I like the Chargers over the Lions just because I think they have a much high power offense than they do overall. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the Chargers over the Lions. On the line, though, the Chargers are favored by 2.5 on that one, which I believe that's in LA, I think, but I could be wrong. Hold on, let me check that out. Sorry, it's in Detroit, my bad. So anyway, but either way, I think the Chargers are going to win that game. So, but on the line, though, that the Chargers are favored by 2.5, like I said, the Chargers -2.5. The over and under, I think it's going to be under 47.5. So, Anyways, the Packers and the Vikings, a division rival game. Going into that one, the Packers coming up with a big win. And the Minnesota Vikings, who I believe... Hold on. Excuse me for a minute. But I believe the Vikings beat the Atlanta Falcons, which, yeah, of course. Kirk Cousins, doing his thing, but I don't think he's beating Aaron Rodgers. No way. He's not going to beat Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau Field. No way. No way. So, anyways, I like the Packers over the Vikings in that one, such because it's in Lambeau. If it was in Minnesota, I might have gone the other way, but I'm going to take the Packers over the Vikings. On the line, though, the Packers are favored by 2.5 on that one. I'm going to take the Packers minus 2.5. The over and under, I'm going to take the over 44.5. And the Saints and the Rams, the game of the week. In that game, I think the Saints, it's the rematch in the NFC Championship game. And I'm sure the Saints have something in the back in their mind that they want to get the Rams pretty good after that non-pass interference call in the NFC Championship game. I'm sure they're going to do that. Like they did a beatdown with the Houston Texans in the end. They came back and won the game. As the Rams, they just they took care of the Carolina Panthers. So I think for that one, I think the Saints have a bigger advantage because they want to think, we're going to get these guys again. We're going to get these guys again. I'm sure that's in Sean Payton's head, and I'm sure that's in Drew Brees' head. So I'm going to take the Saints over the Rams, despite being in Los Angeles. On the line, though, the Saints are, which I think I'm going to put that in an upset, believe it or not. I think that's an upset game. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the Rams on the line, but I'm going to take the Saints on the line plus 2.5 because that's the Rams are the favorite. But anyways, over and under, I'm going to take the over 53.5. In the Texans and the Jaguars, and like I mentioned about the Jaguars, they're going in for the rookie quarterback. Yeah, Gardner Minshew. Minshew. So they're going with him. So in the 6th round. So, anyways, I think what they're doing with that. But the Texans, in the meantime, they're trying to bounce back from their loss against Houston. Against Seattle. New Orleans. Excuse me about that on Monday Night Football. But I think that's what they're going to do. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the Texans over the Jags because since I think they have something on the load. So anyways, I think I'm going to do that. But on the line, the Texans are favored by 9.5 in that one. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the Texans minus 9.5. The over and under, I'm going to take the under 43.5, which I think that's going to be a low-scoring game since it's a divisional game. So, anyways, the Texans and the Dolphins. The Patriots and the Dolphins. My New England Patriots and the Dolphins, which is going to be very good. Antonio Brown's making his debut after the whole debacle with the Raiders going on, blah, 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 Anyways, I think for that game, the Patriots, they're going to see what they could do with Antonio Brown as they did a beatdown against the Pittsburgh Steelers. As the Dolphins got a beat down of their own, they got killed by the Baltimore Ravens. But now the Patriots are like, after having what happened last year, I want to get back. I want to get back at the Dolphins. I'm going to get back at them. I'm sure the miracle in Miami game is in the back of Belichick's mind, and in Brady's mind too. Like the Saints, Drew Brees and Sean Payton, they're the same thing with the NFC Championship game. So. Anyways, I think for that game, even though I think the Patriots lost 4 straight in Miami, they haven't won since 2014, I think, something like that. I think that's going to end this week. So I'm going to take the Patriots over the Miami Dolphins. On the line, though, the Patriots are favored by 18.5 point favorites in this game. A college game in that game, you could say. Well, 18 points, I'm sorry. As a Patriots fan, I'm definitely not taking that because Tom Flores knows Belichick. I think he's going to keep the game tight this time instead of not getting blown out by the Ravens on that game. So I think in that one, I think that's going to be a low-scoring game because Tom Flores is a Belichick mentor and he knows how to beat Belichick. He knows Belichick. So I think that's what the plan is going in that game. I think I like that one for Tom Flores to cover, not cover that. I think the Dolphins are going to the Patriots are going to win, but not by 18. I think it's going to be a 10-point game. So I like the Dolphins plus 18. The over and under, I'm going to take the under 47.5, which I think is going to be a low-scoring game, I think. Yeah, something like that. So anyways, Chiefs and Raiders. The Raiders are going to try to pick up where they left off against Denver, as they said they don't need Antonio Brown. But anyways, that's the Chiefs. They're playing Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And it's in Oakland, so that gives them the advantage. But it's Patrick Mahomes, man. You can't do what he did. So I'm gonna take definitely take the Kansas City Chiefs over the Oakland Raiders in this game. On the line though, Raiders are favored by die. The Chiefs are favored by 9.5 points in this game. Divisional game, I'm not comfortable with that, so I'm going to take the Raiders plus 9.5. Over and under, I'm going to take the over 53. And for the Bears and the Bears and the Broncos, which both the Broncos and the Bears come up with losing stretches. The Bears on Thursday Night Football, Broncos on Sunday Night Football. So I think what's going to happen here, though, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, though, and everything else like that. And I think the Bears are going to probably win this game outright because I can't trust Joe Flacco. So anyways, I'd rather trust Mitch Trubisky over Joe Flacco. That's how bad I think of Joe Flacco is, despite him winning a Super Bowl. So anyways, I like the Bears over the Denver Broncos in that one. In Denver, by the way. So on the line, though, the Bears are I think that's a pick'em game, so I'm going to take the Bears in a pick'em. So I think I'm going to go with that. So that's what I'm going to lean towards. So anyways, the over and under, I think I'm going to go over 40 points. So I think that's what's going to happen. And for the Sunday Night Football game, the Eagles and the Falcons. The Eagles and the Falcons, that's a pick'em game too. So I'm going to give you a heads up on that. But I'm going to take the Eagles over the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta on Sunday Night Football. On the line, though, like I mentioned, it's a pick'em. I'm going to take the Eagles in a pick'em. The over and under, I'm going to take the over 51. And for Monday Night Football, the Browns and the Jets, they're going to meet, I believe, on 10 more days. I think it's the very first Monday Night Football game on the 21st, September 21st or something like that. They met 49 years ago on Monday Night Football, which is very interesting. I hope those two meet again on Monday Night Football. And it's in New York, too. So I hope next year those two meet again to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Monday Night Football, which that would be pretty cool. Anyways, despite all that, not for Monday Night Football, though, the Browns and the Jets, I think Browns are going to have something to lean towards. They have more. Both teams have a lot to prove, but I think the Browns need more approval. But Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham Jr., they got to do stuff going on. And like I said, don't overhype the Browns, which I kind of did that. But anyways, I'm going to pick the Browns again, but I'm not overhyping them. I think it's going to be a close-scoring game. So I like the Browns over the Jets. On the line, though, the Browns are favored by 2.5 on them, which I think it's 2.5. But anyways, I'm going to take the Browns minus 2.5, which I don't know if it's minus or something. But anyways, the over and under, I'm going to take the under 45, which I think that's going to be a close-scoring game. So I think it's going to be under 45. There you have it. My week 2 schedule's in the books. Hope you enjoyed it. Shout-outs this week is I'm going to give you a big shout-out to my good old buddy Matt the NFL Fanatic, which I just saw his videos before I posted mine. Give a big shout-out to him because, he makes great videos and things like that. Definitely check him out, and check out all the NFL YouTube prognosticators down below, right down in my descriptions. Until then, this is Andrew Warren signing off, and peace out.